Day 5, we have just left Tyndrum and we are heading to the King's House tonight. So, long day, 20 miles. Feet are okay. My heels are a bit delicate, but no blisters yet. Well, day 5, Tyndrum to the King's House via Bridge of Orchy and Inveroran. We did about 48,733 steps. It's about 19 miles. We set off early from Tyndrum, the village slowly shrinking behind us as the West Highland Way carried us northwards. The path began as a broad, well-maintained track, an old military road, flanked by heather and bracken-covered hills that were just beginning to show signs of a Highland summer. The trail undulated gently at first, threading between the slopes of Ben Odder and Ben Dorain, their brooding silhouettes looming larger with every step. Streams trickled down the hillsides, glinting in the morning light, and the sound of water and birdsong kept us company. We're off to do the West Highland Way. As we walked, the landscape opened up into a wide sweeping glen. The long curve of the old Kinglass River appeared alongside us, snaking through the valley, reflecting the sky. The terrain underfoot alternated between compact gravel and rocky patches, with the occasional boggy stretch to keep things interesting. Views back towards Tyndrum offered a real sense of distance covered, while ahead the Bridge of Orchy slowly came into view, tucked beneath the towering flanks of Ben Dorain. At the Bridge of Orchy, we stopped in at the hotel. We paused for some well-earned, hearty food. We could have stayed longer, but the trail was calling. Well, we have just had a lovely stop off at the very friendly Bridge of Orchy Hotel. Crossing the ancient stone bridge itself felt symbolic. We have just left Bridge of Orchy and we're heading for the King's House. Beautiful day today, no rain, just a little breeze to keep the midges away. Fantastic. Going that way. The path climbed steeply through sparse woodland, where the scent of pine filled the air and dappled light filtered through the trees. The view suddenly exploded into a wild panorama. Golden moorland stretching out to Loch Tulla, with the Black Mount rising, jagged in the distance. From there, the descent towards Inveroran was peaceful and quiet. The tiny hamlet felt like something out of a Highland postcard, with its whitewashed inn sitting serenely beside the loch. The land here was softer, but still rugged, waterlogged in places, with the odd deer occasionally visible on the distant slopes. There's a timelessness to this stretch that makes you slow down, almost without realising. West Highland Way, piece of piss. From Inveroran, the real wilderness began. We joined the famous old military road again, a long, straight, exposed track across the remote expanse of Rannoch Moor. This was the heart of the Highlands, raw, windswept, and utterly magnificent. The ground was rough and stony, the path rising and falling with the rhythm of the land. All around, boggy moorland stretched to the horizon, dotted with lochans and ringed by mountains. The weather began to turn ominous in the distance, clouds gathering low and fast over the peaks. The last few miles to the King's House felt endless. So we are just arriving back down from the Glencoe Ski Centre. We've come onto the A82 and unbelievably, what's happening? The King's House Hotel is actually moving further and further away from us. It's quite something. The wind picking up, the light growing dimmer, and our feet protesting every step. But then, at last, the famous silhouette of the King's House Hotel came into view, nestled against the dramatic backdrop of Buccleuch Moor, like a lone outpost on the edge of the world. We managed to get our tent pitched just in time. No rain, no midges, a rare and golden combination. But only 30 minutes later, the heavens opened. Torrential rain and wind pounded the glen through the night, but I was warm, dry, and somehow slept better than expected. Dinner in the Climbers Bar was well earned. A couple of drinks, good food, and that familiar mix of exhaustion and elation. Feet were sore, bruised and tired, but spirits were high. It had been a long, tough walk across some of the wildest terrain we'd faced so far, but the beauty of it all made it unforgettable. Today, we head onwards to Kinlochleven. The legs may protest, but the adventure continues. Cheers, folks.